Way back, July 11, 2012, 3 some odd years ago. Cut 12, go.
So when you look at Obamacare, whether it was a tax or a mandate or whatever you want to call it a cream puff, it makes people pay something. Money. That's fiscal. All the Medicare policy, all the Medicaid spending, all the Obamacare exchange subsidies, that's fiscal, that's spending, taxing and spending. All of that can go into reconciliation, which has always been our plan. It is our plan to pass through the House, and then pass through the Senate, and need 50 votes plus one. Whether it's a tiebreaker from the president of the Senate, who is the vice president, or 51 Republicans. And so it comes down to an argument about, can all of Obamacare be put into this bill or not? Because there are some parts of Obamacare that are sort of regulatory in nature and not fiscal in nature. Insurance regulations, we call these things like guaranteed issue and community rating. There will be a debate, which will be arbiters, which will be determined by the Senate parliamentarian, as to whether or not those are primarily fiscal policies or regulatory policies. So what I tell people at home is, I think we can get 85% of this for sure repealed in reconciliation.
I think we can get 85% of this for sure repealed in reconciliation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can do a pretty good Mitch McConnell, but I don't do a very good imitation of Paul Ryan. That's Paul Ryan over 3 years ago. So what I tell people at home is, I think we can get 85% of this for sure repealed in reconciliation. So why didn't they do it? They own the Senate now. Why don't they do it? Why didn't Boehner do it? Why didn't McConnell do it? Why didn't Ryan do it? Why didn't Hatch do it? Why don't they do it? Use the budget reconciliation process. I just heard the man say, I think we can get 85% of this for sure repealed in reconciliation. Bypass the filibuster rule. Use the same budget process that Harry Reid and Nancy Reid used. Nancy Reid, exactly. Nancy Pelosi used to bypass the election results in Massachusetts, when the people of Massachusetts sent Scott Brown to the U.S. Senate to stop Obamacare. And so we gave him the Senate. This is why we detest the Republican leadership. This is why we detest the phony commentators and journalists who defend this fraudulent activity by the Republican leaders, where we don't have the votes. But they do have the votes. They have the votes to do this. They have the votes to get it through the House, to get it through the Senate, to get it through Congress, to send it to the president. If he vetoes it, so be it. Then you go to the American people. You make the case. And win, lose, or draw, you've shown the American people that you can govern in a principled way, and that we need a president who, in fact, will sign legislation like that. You don't dispirit everybody. You don't lie to everybody. You don't come on my program and talk to 7 or 8 million people and tell us, I think we can get 85% of this for sure repealed in reconciliation, and never lift a damn finger to do it.